be back on schedule on the internet.
Arizona or New Mexico?
Supposed to be on our way back.
Alright.
I think it's the biggest fib ever perpetuated. I hope everyone enjoyed Nora Rothman's dancing. She's going to be my co-host. And we're going to roll through it because it is Fat Tuesday. Every Tuesday is Fat Tuesday for me.
Tuesday's just Tuesday for you.
Say hi, Nora.
Hi, Nora.
All right. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. Happy birthday, Heather Powell. Happy birthday. Also, I'm going to give everyone an update on Ashley. Surgery went well. Stuff looked good. So we are all praying and love you, Ashley, very, very much.
Yes, we do.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Laura sees an apparition. Well, we all do, Laura, sometimes. Okay, so I didn't get a lot done last weekend. I got happy hour, of course, with my brothers, Craigslist Jerry. So much fun. Busted some snares in my cajon, so it threw me off. But I'll try to have that rectified. But for this big weekend coming up for Craigslist Jerry, that's why they're a special guest on episode 8. Lazy Man Dub at the bar. Good time. Gave away a pair of Steve Stock tickets with some trivia. Great crowd. Not as many ramblers as I thought. I know a lot of y'all were at the leg warmers and everything else. The music was hot. The trivia question was, name a Jimmy Cliff song that the Jerry Garcia Band or the Grateful Dead covered. The winner said Harder They Come, and Lazy Man Dub promptly, unbeknownst, they didn't know what the question was, went and played it right after the trivia. So great time. Thank you, Adam, everybody from Lazy Man Dub. Stay tuned. They have a date on the calendar that we'll talk about in a second. Grizz said he robbed the Glendale train.
I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah, we figured you did. So the calendar, Nora. We've got tomorrow, the Come Here is 4 o'clock, Cary Street Cafe, 4 to 7, their normal residency. Thursday, 227, Hashberry, 4 p.m., Cary Street Cafe, happy hour residency. Friday, 228, Craigslist Jerry, 4 p.m., Cary Street Cafe, happy hour residency every Friday. Good times. And then this Friday, double dipping. So excited to see Brother Jerry at Castleberg Brewery at 7 p.m. They're playing 7 to 10. So we have plenty of time to wrap up Craigslist Jerry and the safety meeting and get over there for plenty of time of Brother Jerry. Super stoked about that. Then Saturday. One of those classic Saturdays for us. One of the reasons I'm here, we're going to be talking about this tonight, is Shiver on the River, which takes place during the day on Saturday at the old Tredegar down by the river. And we're going to get a time confirmed on that in just a second.
You can get there early at 9:30.
You can get there.
Clean up the river. There's a big river cleanup, and there's also a 5K.
A river cleanup and a 5K.
And then all the food and music starts around noon.
Food and music starts around noon. Always good to see Craigslist Jerry anywhere, especially outside. I'm looking forward to that. I know. Bring the kids. It's supposed to be sunny, a little bit cold for our liking. And just the start to a magical Saturday for that. The problem with this doing it on the laptop now is, what's up, Brian? Heather, happy birthday, in case you didn't hear me. Happy birthday, my love. So yeah, Shiver on the River, let's see, 10 a.m., community cleanup, 12 p.m., River by the River 5K, 1:30 p.m., James River Leap, which is what I'm excited about, is seeing Robin, the boss, jump in the ice-cold river. I think Robin's still looking for sponsors, too, for her jump, so y'all check that out and sponsor Robin if you can, and we'll figure out what time.
I think we play at 1.
Craigslist at 1. Get there early, bring the kids, it's a good time. I don't think it costs any money. Donate what you can to a good cause when we're out there. That's $2.29 during the day. Shiver on the River. And then Saturday night, we have Susie and the G-Tones, Fleetwood Mac set, River City Roll, 9 p.m. The Camel has Better Off Dead, and Suggesting Rhythm at the Canal Club this Saturday, $2.29, 5th birthday party. There will be prizes. There will be the most spectacular cake you've ever seen. It's going to be so pretty, we probably aren't going to want to eat it. I plan on, we all get some pictures in the first set, and then cut it, maybe set break with the fellas, I don't know. We'll figure it out, but that's 9 p.m. Saturday, $10 at the Canal Club. 3-1 brunch is Slingshot on Mars at the Camel this Sunday, 3-1. Next Monday, I will be traveling to Charlottesville to talk to at least Andy and whomever from Sisters and Brothers next Monday night on season 1, I think it's going to be episode 9. Then I'm going to take a couple weeks off and then come back hard and finish up season 1 of this show. So any feedback y'all have for me, good, bad, or indifferent, let me know. I'm trying to get consistent on times, but, you know, heavy lies the crown. Next Friday, 3/6, Sisters and Brothers are at the Southern Cafe in Charlottesville for Rockin' the Lockin'. Debbie Belcher has a limited number of $5 tickets. That's half price off the ticket price, not including any fees when you buy them on the internet. See Debbie Belcher, message Debbie Belcher for your half price tickets, Southern Cafe, Rockin' the Lockin', Sisters and Brothers, and tune in next Monday night for the next episode of this. Also on 3/6, another opportunity to see Lazy Man Dub at the Hoff in the Dark Room Friday night, March 6th. Friday, March 13th, Captain Joe and the Laughing Bones. I got a message from Mr. Scott, my brother in percussion. Captain Joe now has an Instagram page. Please make sure you go on there and follow them on IG. They are a kindred spirit on Friday the 13th from 7 to 10. They moved the date today, or time today for us, so we can get some people there after happy hour. It's really not that far a drive, as Mike Day can attest, because we made that drive for Blue Rooster last fall. Really not bad. If you need a ride, hit me up. Let's go. Let's carpool. Let's do it. 3/17 at the National, Melvin Seals and Jerry Garcia Band with our friend John Cadillac. 3/17 for St. Patrick's Day. Just looking out, future dates. I've shrunk this calendar now to get this over with quicker because you guys want to see the band and the interview. You don't want to see me talking about the calendar, although that's the reason how this whole thing started, was you guys wanted to know the calendar. Suggesting Rhythm 3/21 at the Camel. Suggesting Rhythm 4/18 at Legends Brewery for their anniversary show. That's usually a daytime show. Special Suggesting Rhythm show on 4/20. It's a Monday night for the holidays. 4/20 Suggesting Rhythm on a Monday night. Steve Stock, May 1st. Prices go up again. Saturday night at midnight. It goes up to the final price increase of $60 a ticket plus fees. I have paper tickets. See me for deals. It's the only time we'll break Pigpen's rule. Price goes up. Steve Stock tickets this Saturday at midnight. Price also goes up Saturday at midnight for the About Time Festival, which Craigslist is on the bill for About Time. I think y'all opened it up Saturday morning.
Ooh.
Right after yoga. Some yoga.
We have the morning devotional.
Last year, as Jimmy the Wop says, I get more wook every day. But I don't know about yoga, man. I've never done yoga in my life. And so last year...
I like strawberry yoga.
Last year, they're out there Saturday morning, because I went last year with Lily.
You like blueberry?
Blueberry.
He likes blueberry yoga. I like strawberry yoga.
I don't know about yoga, right?
Even Greek yoga.
So I wake up, Lily had me buy her this lighted balloon, and it kept going out. And so I kept walking up there to see if the lady's shop was open Saturday morning. So all of our beautiful Rambler women are laying there doing their yoga, and good morning, everybody! Everyone turned and shot me this look. They're like, we're supposed to be quiet, relaxing. I was like, my bad, everybody! Funny story. About Time tickets also go up. Early bird pricing to the next tier. I think that's the last price increase for those. Those also go up Saturday night. So get your festival tickets and get them soon. I looked at the floors. Bye, Fred. There is an update on Ashley. I said at the beginning, she is out of surgery. Everything looked good. She is recuperating. I would say reach out to Chris with a K, Bowling Tadlock, to coordinate meals or any support that they're getting. I would say she would be a pretty good person to reach out to coordinate all that stuff. Our rambling people.
Or Susan.
John Hollins in Detroit, missing the RVA. John, we miss you too. Be back Friday for a big weekend of music. Steve Stock price goes up Saturday at midnight. About Time price goes up Saturday at midnight. Get those tickets this week to save some money. And that's all I really have on the calendar. The problem is, like always, the Wolfman is on the prowl. Tay, if you'll take that, put it over there in case I have to jot something down. Okay, folks, if we have any questions, ask them now because I'm about to go sit far away for the wide shot and I'm not going to be able to ask anything. Mel, I thought you were coming home. What's the deal? Katie, Drew Crew, I see you, buddy. All right, without further ado, let me readjust here for the wide shot. Bring in the boys. Let me get my gun out of the way.
Hey, everybody. Are we good?
I'm going to move it just a little bit.
There
you go.
I think it's perfect. Craigslist Jerry, everybody.
Woo!
Happy Fat Tuesday and happy George Harrison's birthday.
And happy Vincent's birthday yesterday.
Vince, happy birthday yesterday, buddy.
I'm on the downhill slide of the 50s. I'm almost 60. So, wow.
The number one question I get, and I've told the story, is where did the name Craigslist Jerry come from?
It came from my friend Lane Skern. He was the one that I think probably the first time we played.
Yeah, one of the first times we cafe.
We didn't have
There's
the story
one or two guys
how
at the
we-
bar, right?
Yeah, the story of how we got together was that Vince put an ad out on Craigslist that simply said Jerry.
Yeah, that's all it said on the ad. It was just Jerry.
Somebody answered the ad, and
That would be me.
no, the first time
Oh, really?
somebody else answered the ad, and we
Oh, I don't know
drove
this
all the way
part.
out somewhere.
We almost went to Charlottesville to play with this dude in his basement. Pit bulls barking at us.
What?
And
I never part of the story.
yeah,
There was another dude that answered the Jerry ad.
yeah,
And
I didn't know that.
we went one time.
yeah, it was alright, but then a couple weeks later, Vince called me and said, "Hey, this other cat answered this ad, and I think he's legit." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'm not doing anything."
Well, he's a drummer, and he wants to play guitar.
I don't think they knew any of that
They
yet.
knew any
We
of
didn't
that.
know a damn thing about it.
I sold myself as a guitar player, so I'm like, yeah, I play guitar and sing. I want to play, man. So, yeah.
It worked out really
Yeah,
well.
and it turned out Vince lives like 5 minutes away from where I live. So.
Yeah, I know. I feel like y'all kept me in the West End on these practices.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the really good thing is that we had a gig to jump right into because this guy had every Friday night to himself at Cary Street.
I didn't yet.
You didn't yet.
I did like one or two solo things at Cary Street. My first one, it was literally just me and the bartenders. There was nobody there. It was during lock-in. And I guess that's why they had like a regular dude that would come, but I guess he canceled because of lock-in. And so like about a day before, Robin or Jeremy or somebody emailed me. They're like, "Hey, you want to come play?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's great." I don't know who it was. And I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely, I'd love to." So I went down and played, and there was nobody there, but Robin was there, and she was so cool because she's like, "It's not you, man. Don't worry about it." Because I was kind of, I was bummed out.
Wow,
I was
yeah,
like,
look at the
"Oh,
turnout."
man, I'm by myself, like literally. But it was cool. So then she got me a couple other dates, and then the first time that she saw the three of us play, she took me aside and said, "Hey, how'd you like to do every Friday?" And I said,
Nice.
"Yes, please."
Opportunity knocked.
And that was in when?
Oh man, that was like
Shit.
20 years ago. 30 years ago?
2017, fall of 2017. So we're going to our third year. Fall will be our third year.
Yeah, I have no concept of time.
Obviously it was a hit. The people loved it.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
We went
And
from
we-
0 people to like 3 people to 10 people, and now we do pretty good. So it's pretty
Other than
fun.
Cary Street, our first gig was at a party in Westmoreland County. Westmoreland? No, it was near, where was that? Way out in the low country.
Party?
Near
I
Williamsburg.
remember.
Yeah, we paid. And they had like the Jesus Splinter. It was some,
Coffee roaster guy.
yeah.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
way out in the woods,
right.
and we had a book about like a quarter of an inch of songs we did, and every song they asked for, we didn't know yet.
Yeah.
But we
Was
really
that
worked and worked and
Mahogany
worked.
Roasters, I think.
Did they pay y'all?
We did get paid. We did get paid for
They
that.
did pay us okay. It was fun.
And so that was a
Forgot
long
about
time
that. I
ago.
forgot about
And they
that.
paid us some coffee, and we all got to take a picture of Jesus' Splinter. Awesome. And since then we've gotten to like 300 plus songs. So now they've got us and we can do just about everything except for
usually the requests that we get that we don't know.
right, except for the compositions that are like
We
18
know
minutes
50
long.
really well, and maybe 250.
I think 50 is
So
generous.
sad.
Maybe
I have-
45.
I have two 3-inch notebooks of what we do, and that's why I have to have this, because I'm an old learner, and this is all new to me. Because when I asked to learn some Jerry, I had known, the way I learned to play music was with something in front of me. So I generally have to have something in front of me, especially when you learn 300 songs in 2.5 years.
Vince,
So that's why I keep a book in front of me.
Vince, you do know that we have to eventually learn that symphony that you just talked about because the people are dying for it.
Oh yeah, they want to hear
We all know. Let's not say it, because then maybe you'll
Chirping
have.
Station and all those. And
I constantly tease it. I know it's hard to tell, but I'm constantly teasing it.
I was messing around with it.
It's beautiful stuff.
Acoustically, it's a little strange acoustically. It's sort of neat.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of instrumentation to it, but we'll
There's
I think the problem is, man, like so many of these songs that, and I think the niche that Craigslist Jerry fills is number one, the old-timey sound. We don't need, well, let me rephrase that. We need the big thunder. And we'll talk about the thunder too. We need the thunder, but it's that old-timey sound, man. One of my favorite Craigslist Jerry, doing it your own way, is the old-timey Cold Rain and Snow.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
But Terrapin's one of those songs, is one of those songs that,
The song that will not be named.
the song that will not be named is one of those songs that, I don't know, it's just, it touches people in the feels. Just like
It's
the
a
Wish You
beautiful,
Were Here.
beautiful song.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the Wish You Were Here on that Thursday night, man. Listen,
That was fun.
It was
my fault, musically, wasn't the best, but when you hear the crowd and the
Oh, yeah.
tape
That's what I get
singing
off.
it,
No, it was
man.
good. It was
I get
good.
off when people
Oh
are
my
singing back,
God.
and it just kind of envelops me when people are singing back. It really gets to me.
The other thing I listen to a lot is I listen to Steve Stock 1. And I forgot what it was, but the first song that everyone's belting out. And Rothman, anytime he feels that energy, he's like, "You guys sound great, sing it." He always loves
Then I
that
can
dude.
back
that's
off
true.
and I can be like, oh, you guys sing it for a bit, and it's nice. It's fun.
That's the most fun. That's the most fun when people.
But honestly, like when I started learning guitar, I had like a really terrible like $100 Epiphone guitar, and I wanted to learn some like Jerry Garcia finger picking, like "Babe It Ain't No Lie," and I was like,
Love
if I get that song and I can play it half decently, I'll invest in like a real guitar. So I worked on it for about 6 months, and I sort of got it. So I bought this guitar. When I bought this guitar, I was like, okay, my next goal is I'd really love to play Carey Street Cafe one time on guitar. And so that was kind of a dream. And then like to play every week and have like people sing back every week, that is like literally a dream come true. It's really
For me too.
yeah.
And I like what you're mentioning about the traditional stuff, because I always love to play acoustic. I'm not a rock and roll big time guy with Fender bass and two drums.
You don't like
That's
playing
not-
with drums.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
I love the
What
drums
bass
with
player doesn't
brushes.
like playing with drums?
I love the drums with brushes. It's like jazz. But I like
about to
the-
say,
I like the
you're a jazz
traditional-
guy.
I'm a jazz guy. I was trained with jazz, but I love the Jerry traditional stuff. I love Dreadful Wind and Rain and stuff like that because it sounds so beautiful to me.
Yeah.
I love acoustic. I love the ring of a guitar, and you can hear that. But with a big old electric guitar, you just hear, it's kind of muddled to me. This is clear. I like clarity in my music, so that's what I like. I like to hear note for note. That's what I like to hear.
So you're a jazz guy, Vince.
Yeah.
What are your credentials?
Well, I
Who let you in here?
Who let you in here?
I started out, I had a really, really amazing and awesome bass teacher. His name is Mike Jarvis. He was with Metro Sound and Music 15 years ago. I studied with him for a bit, and he taught me chord charts. Now, I can't read music, but he taught me chord charts. And I learned how to walk bass lines with him because he was this amazing teacher. So right now, in the front of my book, I have Giant Steps, which is an amazing place for a bass player to start out just to warm up his fingers. And that's kind of what I like to do. So when we start playing stuff, I love when we have a song that's got some room to walk around in. I love for a bass player to walk around. So I'm grateful for these guys to give me that opportunity.
Richmond your whole life, right?
No, I was raised in Halifax County, Virginia. I left at age 18 to go to East Madison. I spent 4.5 years in Harrisonburg. And my first job out of school was right here. So I've been here since 1985.
Wolfman, you're a dirty Yankee.
Oh yeah, I grew up in New York. Yep, Westchester, suburb of New York City, and yeah. But and I never thought that I was in Richmond. I met my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and she grew up in Richmond her whole life. And we would come down for Christmas and stuff. I said, oh, it's so beautiful here, but I could never live there. And then eventually I got burnt out on New York and working and going crazy, and and so we moved down here. I love it more than she does now. It's my favorite place. It's home. We're never leaving. So.
Until she says that.
Until she says
Until
that.
she
I
says
don't
it,
think
right.
that's gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great scene. Why wouldn't you want to stay here once you get
No,
here?
that's fun, man.
It's a big, small town.
Right.
Richmond has everything.
We're centrally located. We got big shows. We got big festivals. But then our kitschy stuff, man, is the stuff that I know it tripped y'all out, man. When I've been blessed with Taylor giving me the recordings over the years, and my goal is to every recording put it on disc. I'm just weird like that. I think that when Skynet takes over, I'll need my CDs for some reason. But so tripping y'all out, listening to your shows in my car, like driving around Richmond and I hear other
nice to hear.
because you don't like to listen to yourself back.
No, I think you're crazy for listening to any of
Do you
that.
listen
Taylor
to-
listens to some of it too, and sometimes he'll play it for me at rehearsal. I'll be like, "All right, gotta go. See you later." Like I can't.
Do you listen to the suggesting stuff back?
Nope.
Never.
Nope. Never. I mean, so Steve sends us recordings, and I'll listen to it to hear the mix and stuff. So I'll listen to it for literally like 2 seconds.
So just to hear the mix
And
and
just
then
like
you're
be
out.
like, "Oh yeah, the mix was cool," and then but like I'm out. Like I can't. It just drives. I play that drives me nuts, and
I hear a lot of stuff that he plays that drives me
yeah,
nuts,
exactly.
too.
So I don't know why
And
y'all listen to
I
it.
usually
I
listen
mean,
to
yeah.
it as a tool to get better, and
Well,
I
that's
use
true.
it to try
It
to
does motivate
help
you.
see where I've got to work on my vocals or where something needs work.
Listen,
So I listen to it.
I've played up there enough.
It is good for that.
I've played up there enough with y'all to know what the little one raised eyebrow means. Someone's not quite sure about something.
Yeah.
And then Taylor, you're Grateful Dead. Richmond blood runs deep, right?
Grateful Dead, Richmond.
Yeah, you've been in the scene for a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've lived in Richmond most of my life. I was born in Long Beach, California.
LBC.
Moved here, Orange County, baby. Moved here when I was like two, almost three.
But talk about playing, because you've been in some pretty popular bands over the years.
Yeah, the first real band I was in, other than little high school stuff, was a band called Slipknot. It was with a bunch of local guys.
I don't see you playing a lot of heavy metal and masks.
Yeah, no.
Different Slipknot.
And we were a dead cover band and kind of a jam band.
Did you guys play
band.
Carey Street Cafe?
We never, Carey Street went around.
Oh, was it around? Oh,
it was
pre-Carey
around
Street.
right when we were kind of finishing up. That's right when she opened up. And
Hard times.
we played all over the place, mostly a reggae bar that was called New Horizons.
New Horizons on Broad Street.
Broad and Harrison.
Before my time.
So at that same time was a band called Flipside, and it was all very incestuous. And John Levis was in that band, Rick Withers.
Love John Levis.
Dean Allen played drums in our band. He played with them some. Barry Tatum started singing and playing guitar with us. He went to sing with them, and so we were all living down in the fan, creating all sorts of debauchery and chaos and living the dream. It was awesome, and it was playing clubs and played all up and down the coast.
Nice.
Places and some frats and shit like that.
Did you play at Max's Corner Cafe?
Never played at Max's.
They tore that down. It's a parking lot now.
Yeah, so that was a fun time. And then, fast forward maybe 20 years from that, I hooked up with this guy, and we had, what was the name of that band we had?
Cohoe Crossing,
Cohoe Crossing.
a traditional kind of group.
And it was myself, Vince, Bob Tierney, who's in the Come Here's,
Yeah.
mandolin and accordion with the Come Here's, and a girl named Maria, who Bob Tierney and I were playing a little duet at down in West Point. And this girl was listening to us, and she said, "Y'all know any Alison Krauss?" And I said, "Well, no, we're two fat guys. we don't know some, but I certainly can't sing it."
Right.
And so she said, "Oh, I love like this kind of music, and I love to sing. And do y'all know?" She said, "Catfish John." And I said, "Well, I know that." And I showed Bob it, and he can pick up a song like that in 5 seconds. And we started playing, and she started singing, and I'll be damned if she didn't sound better than Alison Krauss.
Damn.
We were both just like, we're about to go on stage. Do you want to come up and sing a couple songs with us? She got up there. Long story short, then we ended up she lived in West Point, and we've been playing maybe for about a year.
We played a wedding.
And played a wedding and a couple other gigs, but that was a lot of that kind of old time bluegrassy, country, kind of steep stuff with her on these vocals. That when this little girl, she was about that big, and she could just blow the roof off. It was unreal.
You know I love you, so don't take this the wrong way.
Look out.
What I didn't realize until I started practicing with y'all a little bit is how meticulous you are about some of these songs. You seem so laissez-faire
We try to keep it loose, man.
at the show. You get more nervous in practice, I think, than you do on stage. So don't take that the wrong way, because I don't want to say it's a train wreck up there on stage, but
Sometimes it is.
I'm nervous up on
sometimes
stage.
that's
man.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't come across, man. It really doesn't.
Oh, God, yeah.
And the other thing I think about you is your song catalog, because everyone, I think, can attest. Taylor has shown me songs I knew nothing about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Playing them or not.
That's one of the coolest things about this band. We get together every week, and Taylor will have 3 or 4 songs that I've never heard before that are awesome, including Cold Rain and Snow, that version.
That old-timey version?
I'd never heard that version. Taylor introduced me to that. And he's like, oh, it's just 2 chords. It's super easy, but I mean, so many good ones. Like, it's like every week there's a new gem that I learn, and then I go home and like learn it and like look it up, and I've learned so much cool music. It's cool. That's definitely a blessing about this thing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, my philosophy is, we're playing there every week.
So you gotta have a large.
We can come and play the same 30 or 45 songs that we know really well.
Which we do a little bit of, but we try to keep
After
it fresh.
2 or 3 weeks.
But like, there hasn't been a fire in like a month and a half, 2 months. Just saying, like.
Well, we can go a month without repeating the song.
Right.
Or
We know
more
a lot.
if we, but we throw in the ones that we know really well, and also try to mix in some variety. So
It's the Cold Rain Snow. It's the contrast, because right now that's a rocker, right?
Yeah.
And it's really when you it's the how fragile it is with the old timey version that it really matches the lyrics.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I agree.
If you haven't seen it, they did a couple years ago at Jerry Weather. They did like a Jerry Garcia thing, and they had a bunch of different bands there. It was like Widespread, and Jimmy Cliff was there, and and Widespread did The Morning Dew, man, and that dude's his fragile voice lends so much to the song that it's an instant crier for me when I hear his version. Man. It's so good.
Really good version of Deal with Buddy Miller on that one.
Dude,
Great version.
that was the same year as Fare Thee Well, and I scored Fare Thee Well tickets, but I missed tickets on that, and I was so pissed off.
But so that Cold Rain Snow version I got from Peter Rowan and Tony Rice. So that came from them.
Yeah.
But it's songs,
And what I like about it is
like
when
that.
you play those things, you always tell us who it was on stage, so we know whether it's a John Prine or
A
a.
lot of the songs I play nobody knows.
But you just have an encyclopedia of them, and you can always bust a new one out, and I just try to frantically write down the chords and learn it. It's fun, man.
Yeah, it keeps us on our toes.
It does.
And another thing, which if we were playing, once every couple months out at some big brewery, we wouldn't be busting out a new tune.
You wouldn't need to.
Well, but Carey Street, it lends it to where we can go out there and try this new stuff where we couldn't do that at other places. And if the train derails, nobody cares.
It happens sometimes, but everybody's got our back.
I'd love to say that we just hold our nose and jump off the cliff in that first set, but just like at the anniversary show, there was like a couple of bust outs in there at the anniversary show. It's just like, the bigger the stage, screw it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the easiest way to learn is just to get up there and wreck the butt, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if we fall off the bike, nobody gets mad. Everybody's they laugh with us, and it's fine. And then we'll play something we know the next time.
You're a drummer at heart, or you're a guitar player, or you're just a musician.
Well, I
That's
started on piano when I was like 8 years old.
Which is percussion. A lot of people don't know that piano's
that's
percussion.
True, that's true. And then my piano teacher, I didn't really like reading music, and my piano teacher, one time he brought a drum over, and he's like, try this, and I fell in love. And so from like 9 till, I don't know, through college, I studied drums. And then I always busted around with the guitar. My father plays a tiny bit of guitar, so he had electric, Squire Strat hanging around the house. So I would play with it and bust around a little bit, but I never really did anything with it until about, I don't know, it was like 4 years ago now. Been messing around with it. It's fun. Yeah, I'm definitely drummer at heart.
Drummer at heart.
Oh yeah, that's definitely my first love.
I'm gonna go over here and check some questions, but let's talk about Shiver on the River. It's this Saturday. Outside, people are jumping in the cold water. Taylor, your beautiful bride is involved, right, with this?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Vince. Happy birthday, Vince. Hi, Sarah Catholic. Glad you're feeling better. Happy birthday, Vince, from Amy Day Lord. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Hope everyone's having a great week. You too, Byron. Drew. Vince is always shaking his head. No, when a terrapin is teased.
It's so hard.
Steve V, love you, my brother. See you at the Fat Tuesday party. Get your ass out of the house. Tracy, who sings that song? That's Kate asking Tracy. Hey, the Lords, love you long time. Happy birthday, Vince, from Floyd. We were in the audience for both Slipknot and Flipside, says Chris Arrington.
Oh, yeah.
River this Saturday. It's gonna be outside. Good time, right?
Yeah.
Super stoked.
Great event. And then, there's another band with
So y'all play first and
With
those
Bobby?
play second.
Jorgensen.
Bobby Jorgensen and his buddies.
Phenomenal.
They're really good.
Really
rock
a
and roll.
good band.
That's
There's
loud.
great
Good rock and roll.
music, food, drink.
It's a good time.
Good time.
Let's
for
go
everybody.
be outside and have a great time. And then we got to get the Wolfman out of there because he's got sort of a big deal going on Saturday night. Suggesting Rhythm wants some White Dove. And we know who is posting Suggesting Rhythm.
We love it when he plays with us too.
Just real quick, Rothman, talk about Suggesting Rhythm, man. I mean, it's a pretty big deal, man.
Well, let me tell you something before we go into that. The connection here and what a small world this is. I go back with David Oakley probably 40 years. And David and I we had several little trio bands with various different people. And so it's just such a small world, and it's great to see the community of all the bands that we've got here and the friendship we've got. And
Nobody's got
it's just awesome that Vince, and I took him up on the second time that he called, and I was like, yeah, what else am I doing? And it's really been 3 years of just so much fun, and meeting you.
And it
I
flies
would've
by,
never met you.
right?
I would've never met
I think about that. I was thinking about that today, man. I was like, I guarantee you, Taylor and I have crossed paths, been at the same shows over the years. Because, man, there's King Solomon shows. I may have even seen, I talk about almost every week. I don't know why it took social media to say hello to each other after you from them on social media. I'm the kind of guy, I introduce myself to everyone anyway, but
I just got on Facebook 3 years ago. I was 55, and I just like, all right, everybody wants me to join, I'll join. So I did. Well, let me tell you this. I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to print out Terrapin Station. And I'm going to stop shaking my head. And it's a composition, but if they want to do it,
the fans want it,
Take your
Vince.
time, Vince. I don't know.
The fans want it, Vince. But that, like you said, there's no pressure, man.
I think Taylor should do it solo.
Yeah, I'll do it solo.
Or let's do a lady into a help into Slipknot and do the Terrapin.
Okay, that's 2 compositions, one at a time. But I will start and stop shaking my head.
Talk about Suggesting Rhythm. I mean,
it's been an incredible ride. First, I don't know, 6 years that I was in Richmond or something like that, or 4 years. I thought I was the only deadhead in town. I didn't know Carey Street Cafe existed. I didn't know anything, and so I was playing bar bands and doing wedding gigs and stuff like that. I got kind of tired of Home Alabama every freaking gig.
Let's do Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, we should do. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, let's.
So I just put an ad out saying, there he is.
Turn it up!
What song is it you tired of hearing?
Sweet Home Alabama.
But then,
Big yeah.
so I got a Craigslist just saying if anybody else wanted to play Grateful Dead music, and that's all I said. And then I got answered back by Dave Oakley answered me back. The first person who answered me back was Justin, and it was funny because he's like, oh, I play drums. I would love to play some Dead stuff. And I'm like, oh, bummer, dude. I'm a drummer. He's like, well, we could do 2 drummers. I'm like,
Of course, it's Grateful Dead.
I was like, yeah, I guess I'd never done that before.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I guess we could try it. So yeah, we got together at my house. We didn't have a bass player, and I was playing with Ed in a couple different bands. So I asked Ed, I was like, hey man, you want to play some Dead stuff? And he said, I'll try it out. So the first time we got together was Oakley, me, Justin, and then a couple other random dudes that didn't quite work out. But yeah, so and then Ed knew Adam through a friend or something and got recommended. So because we were like, we need a really good lead guitar player to take the Jerry role. It'd be really difficult. So we thought maybe we wouldn't be able to put it together, but when we found Adam, it just clicked. Yeah, exactly.
What about gingerbread? Talk about your brother-in-law's gingerbread just a second.
Well, that's been cool too, because when we didn't have Justin in the band anymore, it was pretty sad. But he came in and filled the role, and I didn't know if we'd be able to keep going or what we'd be doing. And he filled that role amazing. Locks in the drums, and personality-wise, it's
Good
just
energy,
so much
right?
fun. And I mean, like, the whole dynamic of the band is.
You know, I hate to say it because I hate giving him credit for anything, but he may be the funnest member of Suggested Rhythm.
That's why, yeah. He's great, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Big birthday party, Saturday night, 5th year.
Yep.
Canal Club, always a venue where it steps up for some reason. I don't know. It's y'all's.
They got an amazing.
It's your
bassist
Fillmore,
there.
man.
They
It's
got
your
an
Fillmore.
incredible a sound guy there who takes such good care of us, and a really nice stage with lights. So that was the first stage that we played that we didn't do our own sound and had lights. It was like the first like kind of real stage. So it's always fun to go back.
Oakley says y'all are good there because you have the nice wooden railing and he feels safer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Well, let me see if there's any more fan questions, and then
You want to try to what? Yeah.
we'll do a song out, and then we'll be done. I'll get a mushy here and sing too.
I got the lyrics if you want.
Suggesting Rhythm said it's Ed. You know it's Drudge. Yes, we do. Don't bust out Terrapin this Friday. I'll be in. It's not. It's gonna be a little bit of time.
Got some learning to do.
Gingerbread's definitely the most fun.
I got white dove. You want white dove?
Hold on. So this guy, so our new joke is Rothman. Anytime I'm up to make an announcement, likes to start playing music,
It was a request.
play me off.
I got it.
I think it was an ad.
White dove here. Levon Helms, white dove.
So before we finish, guys, number one, thank you for having me tonight. More importantly, thank you for treating me like a brother.
Oh.
It's always fun
And
having her.
let me live my dream, man. Because it really is my dream, man.
Punch your leg in the camera there, buddy.
Okay. I tried to
Um,
move it to get it out of the way.
so thank you
And I put it in the way.
for everything all week long, not just on Friday afternoons. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for doing this. See you on Friday. See you on Saturday night. You know, go back and watch. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. Happy birthday, Heather Powell. Get well, Ashley. We love you.
Thank you for the support
Yes. Thank you, Richmond.
and for being a kind, engaged crowd.
So we'll do one more and then we'll be done.
Yeah, try a new one we've never done for Adam.
That's the
Never been
style.
Us on the spot, man, but that's cool.
This is not a tweezer.
Alright, ready?
Intro.
There's a place I love so well, where I spend many days of my childhood.
Craigslist Jerry, everybody. Have a good week. Happy Mardi Gras. See you this weekend. Get well, Ashley. We love you. Just real quick, any more fan questions that are pertinent? Because I love when y'all watch. We still have 13 people. They're diehards. One of them's my mom, I'm sure. Thank you for taking my request, Taylor.
Hey, we go on at 12:15 at Shiver on the River.
Taylor, Drudge says this song makes me think of my grandparents. Made my night.
Awesome. Thanks.
We love you, Drudge. Shit up, back up. Thank y'all. Thank you, Craigslist Jerry.